I am finishing up my makeup. I had an interview earlier today and kind of did it in a hurry, so I'm touching it up a little bit. But I wanted to make a video about, I'm gonna do this boring ass color to start, a video about humiliation, because obviously this is big in financial domination. A lot of people enjoy humiliation, and people always, vanilla people always have a hard time understanding why someone could possibly like being humiliated, but there are a lot of people that do. And so in my interviews, I try to get a good understanding of that, because for me, I believe what will make me very good at being a dom is understanding why subs seek out certain behaviors or kinks, that type of thing. So I'm always trying to understand where they're coming from. And what I can figure at this point about subs, as far as why they enjoy humiliation, is the pattern that I'm starting to see is that the majority of them had some humiliating experiences at key times in their not necessarily childhood, could be adolescence, whatever, but at key points in their while they were growing up, they had a situation where they were humiliated, and for them it almost becomes, I would say, a source of comfort for them. It's something that makes them feel normal. I feel like a lot of men feel a very intense pressure to be a man, to be big and strong and masculine. And so for whatever reason, whatever the situation was, they were humiliated at an earlier stage of their life, and that leaves a very lasting impression. A lot of men are, I would say, psychologically fragile, and when they're humiliated, it really leaves a lasting impression in their brain and creates kind of this psychological loop that they then seek out. So now they're seeking out humiliation to fill like a void of lack of relationship, lack of intimacy, is what it seems to be to me to be for a lot of people. You can leave a comment and let me know your opinion on that, if you think I'm right or if you think there's something else going on. Tell me what you think. But that's my take at this point. So I think I'm just going to do a little bit more of this color. I might have been wearing this color later, but I had this color shirt on, and I do love doing burgundy eyes because my eyes are green, so it really brings them out. So I'm going to just touch up a little bit on the corners here. I'm not going to do too much on the bottom, but I like that. And then we'll do a little, let's see what else. Maybe a little highlighter. Ah, yes, I want to do some contour in that. So humiliation, why do people like it? We kind of covered that. It's a source of comfort for some people. I did an interview with someone earlier today. He was very, very nervous. And he really opened my eyes to something that I didn't realize, that while some subs enjoy humiliation, for him, and I'm sure this is the case for other people as well, afterwards it would put him in a very bad place mentally after being humiliated. Even though he enjoys it and he seeks it out, it puts him in a very bad place. So that made me really realize how important it is to make sure that we're offering aftercare. And it's not something I always do. I feel like if a sub wants it, they'll ask for it, but not always. Sometimes they don't. So actually I would say most of the time they don't. So it is something I'm going to start offering more often. it's hard, especially if you have kind of like an ongoing dynamic, to periodically say like, hey, do you need aftercare? It's kind of, I don't know, especially if you don't know somebody that well. Maybe it's kind of an awkward thing to do, but it made me realize that that is something that at least I should be offering more, and why exactly subs need it, because sometimes it can really get to them. So I'm gonna start offering more of that. But yeah, humiliation is kind of a tricky thing. There's all different types of humiliation that people enjoy, whether it's small pencil humiliation or you know, there's lots of different ways that you can humiliate somebody in ways that they enjoy it. So, but I definitely learned a lot from that interview. It was very eye-opening for me, and I'm sure for other people as well. Like I said, made me really realize just how important the aftercare is, and how even though people enjoy humiliation and they seek it out, that it can still be a little too much for them, and that they really take it to heart. They really take it personally. But that's what I've found for a lot of people, is they had experiences in their earlier years where it kind of becomes something that's natural for them. And it makes them feel excited. I don't know at what point it starts being associated with, well, actually, I would say, maybe I do know at what point it starts being more associated with like getting excited, if you know what I mean. For a lot of people I've talked to, it's associated with them watching various porn along those lines, female domination porn, humiliation porn, and then they start really enjoying it more than they thought they would. Now I'm gonna go find the rest of my makeup and finish getting ready, but I just want to do a little video about humiliation.